Toastmaster. Good evening, fellow Toastmaster, and honored ringer guests. We're delighted to have you with us. I'm going to give a very a thumbnail sketch on certain eye conditions. I've worked in the ophthalmology business for like 20 years as an ophthalmic technician. So I'm going to give a little talk on glaucoma. But I'm going to talk about some other eye diseases that you should know about too, because it will kind of help you understand glaucoma a little bit better. Basically, when the retina breaks down, it breaks down two ways. Either it breaks down in the center with people whose vision goes centrally, like age-related macular degeneration. These people can't see things in the center, as opposed to glaucoma, which is a disease which robs your eyesight from the periphery in. Your central vision stays very, very clear and sharp until the end. Another disease that will work the same way as glaucoma is retinitis pigmentosa. It's kind of the same thing. So there are two mechanisms of action. Although there are many, many types of glaucoma, in essence, we're going to go with the definition that glaucoma is a painless, gradual loss of peripheral vision, usually caused, but not always, by elevation of the pressure inside the eye. This pressure can affect the optic nerve at the back of the eye, and then the optic nerve gets sick and it loses sensitivity, and it starts at the outside of your vision and it gradually grows dimmer and dimmer and dimmer. A lot of people, when they go to the eye doctor and they're told that they have glaucoma, are very surprised. It's mostly middle-aged people, and they just can't believe that they're being told that they have glaucoma. And it reminds me of the flash-in-the-pan Hollywood star who is suddenly a sensation. And everyone's just talking about this new movie star. But if you talk to the person, they'll say, you know, I've been in the business for 20 years. I'm not new. I've been working all along. And that's how glaucoma is. It's not usually sudden. It's very gradual and slow, but it kind of sneaks up on you. So the good news is when you get to the eye doctors, they can treat you. The doctor can slow this process down even more with eye drops, with certain laser procedures, sometimes surgery. But it's always a surprise to many people when they're told that they have glaucoma, because they don't realize how important their peripheral vision is. Your peripheral vision really is like 90% of your eye. What you see in the eye chart is only like a little spot right in the center of your eye. All the rest is peripheral vision that you're using all the time. It's very sensitive. When you see anything like a bird out in the periphery, it stimulates your bullseye here. This little spot is called your macula. And it's an optical bullseye. And your peripheral retina stimulates that. And so your eyes turn. Anything of interest in your environment, your peripheral retina is sensing it and turning that optical bullseye. So your eyes are working all the time and they're moving all the time. You just don't realize it. It's like breathing. You don't realize that you're inhaling and exhaling all the time. And the thing of it is that people always notice when they have a problem with the little spot, their central vision. They get in the eye doctor's office immediately because they can't see. These people, ironically enough, there are tools for these people. These people can be helped with magnification. Because there's just a little spot in the center that's bad, you can blow things up and magnify it on all this good retina out here. It's not as good as the central spot, the bullseye, but you know, it works, it helps. So they can use magnifying glasses. They can increase the font size on their computer screen. They can use a CCTV to blow things up. And actually, the Americans with Disability Act covers these people, so their employers are really obligated to help them in their workplace so that they can continue to function. And the sad thing about glaucoma is there's not too much that anyone can do. And this is why we call it the sneak thief of sight, because it happens from the outside in, and by the time you realize it, sometimes it can be very, very frustrating. And if you want to get an idea of glaucoma world, all you have to do is just make a little fist like this and just look through. And this is what happens if by the time somebody realizes something is wrong, a lot of time there's significant damage. And it's very difficult to go through life looking like this. If you walk into a stadium, you want to figure out where your seats are, you know, you can miss your seats, you know, or you wave your hand right like this, you know, you can't see it. You can realize that if your vision is like this, you're certainly not going to have a driver's license. You're certainly not going to be able to drive a car. So it's very important to get to an eye doctor. So the take-home message here really is, particularly middle-aged people, it's important to go to the eye doctor and get checked. They can look at your optic nerve. They can give you specific tests to measure your peripheral vision. If there's any glaucoma, you can be given drops or laser treatment, and it can be slowed down, and you can live a a normal life with this process being really slowed down. So the point of my speech is, don't let the sneak thief of sight steal your vision. See an eye doctor.